It's shocking to hear the president speak in terms that he did. Now,
what exactly is shocking about it?
What is shocking is for a president to say that in 2017, the growth that we experienced as an economy, the over 8% growth in the economy, was due to his efforts. What did he do in 2017? He has just taken over power. What did he do? It was based upon the good returns from 2015, 2016 that yielded the upsurge in the growth in the economy that we saw in 2017. Now, and Dr. Nyaku says he's an academic. We should situate things in context. How does an academic say that an economy that is in a decline from 2017 to date is an economy that is buoyant? How is that? He recited the figures. Right from 2017, everything has been in a decline to a 0.4 last year. From a high of 8.
Last year was 4%. You are referring to 2020. Last year was 4%.
From a high of 8 point something to a 0.4 in 2020. How is that economy in buoyancy?
So you're talking about the 8.4 from 2014. Is that what you're referring
2017.
to?
2017.
You're referring to the 2017.
Right. When they took over and the gains were better from 2015 and 2016 and they yielded results in 2017, everything has been in decline ever since. You should point to me where there's an upset. There's none.
But you know.
Two. Okay, no, there's no upset. Two. Because you are citing COVID for everything. Two. In terms of our health infrastructure, since 2017, this government should point to one hospital infrastructure they've completed.
I'll give you 5.
Please.
I'll give you 5.
In addition to the existing...
Hold on for me, Rockson.
Yes.
Doc, I just want you to do this, especially as this is your first time here. The interjections are allowed on certain topical...
I'm sorry.
You can just note your points. And
sorry, let's move on.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Now, refurbishment of a ward is not a hospital. I just want that to be on record.
Which ward are you speaking of?
They did something in Comfortnochi.
Okay.
Yes. That is not building a hospital. So I am asking they should point to one single hospital that they built in the health sector. 2, road infrastructure. Road, because accessibility eases transportation. Ability to transfer goods and services to develop the economy. One single road infrastructure that they initiated and completed in the past 5 years. 1. Let me give you a plethora of some. In 2020, we took 256 million euros to develop what they called Ashaman to Adomi Bridge, a 69-kilometer road. We are in March 2022. Nothing is happening on that arterial road. We took money from the UK government to develop what they call Puntumiocho or Dowenya 3-lane road. 2 years down the line, there's nothing happening. We only cut short to do that. We took money, for instance, to redevelop the Efian Kwanta Hospital in Sekendi. Nothing has happened on that project. We've taken money to develop what they call the Volivo Bridge, a Japanese fund. 5-6 years down the line, there's nothing happening on that bridge between Akuse and the people of Togo as part of the Eastern Corridor Redevelopment Alignment Road. So we borrow so much to undertake specific infrastructures. We have refused to apply the funds to the infrastructure for which we took them. This government said that last year they paid as much as 31 billion on debt servicing alone. And out of that money, out of the 240 billion they have borrowed so far, 31 billion alone is going into debt servicing. Let's talk about education. Apart from the introduction of the free SHS policy, which has run into serious implementation difficulties, what have they done in the educational infrastructure? subsector. 3 years, ever since they introduced a new curriculum, this government has not been able to print textbooks to teach the courses that have been introduced, or lessons that have been introduced, or topics introduced in tandem with the curriculum. They've given teachers what they call teaching manuals. Teaching manuals who teach students or pupils the history of my people in Peking, the history of my people in Kweve, the history of my people in Balitongo. It won't teach that. It is textbooks that will give them the opportunity to learn the history of people.